All right, so tinfoil hat time, I guess. All of this drama with election boards and elections offices seems to primarily be happening all over the country in small, deep red rural counties. You have to think about this because places like LA and New York, their elections are going to work just fine. The largest cities in America, their elections are going to be just fine, and that's where the majority of the voters, live. Clearly, the MAGA people have been trying to lay the groundwork for saying that there was fraud after the election because I think they all know they're going to lose in a fair and square way. There's just going to be way more people that vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. You see the signs of this. You see it all over the country. You see all the videos of all these people that are like, I'm a former Trump supporter, and I'm going to vote for Kamala Harris, and here's why. There are so many Republicans that are supporting Kamala Harris, and what you don't see is you don't see Democrats and independents loudly supporting Donald Trump, or even at all. And I think they know this. The people know this. The local MAGA people know this. Trump knows this. His campaign knows it. Their goal is to try to prove that there was so much election fraud that they can get a case to the Supreme Court to overturn the results of the election. That feels like the end game right there. And so they're doing it in places like Shasta County, for example, where Shasta County's in California. So these MAGA people's votes aren't going to fucking matter here, and I think they know that. So they are relentlessly attacking our elections department so that after Trump obviously loses, all these little rural counties can put together evidence like how Laura Hobbs did her stupid little lawsuit. You think they won't do that again? No, they're going to try to use the problems that they have created as a justification for why there was election fraud or interference. They are the ones dismantling these election departments. They are going and harassing the workers. Half of our local staff has quit. We have a brand new ROV with zero experience because 3 election deniers on our county board picked him over the woman who should have got it that has like 14 years of experience. But no, I think they want to actually dismantle and undermine our elections, and that is the actual goal. It's so fucked. I don't understand why these people can't just let America go forward the way it's going forward. These people are just so stuck to this ideology and this lifestyle that everything in the country, no matter what, has to absolutely be straight, white, and Christian. And that is just physically not what the people are. They're afraid of being able to lose that supremacy they've had this whole time. And they absolutely will when Kamala wins and she actually gets to keep her victory and Democrats take the House and take the Senate. A lot of that will dwindle down because look who's going to be empowered. And I believe there's an element of fear from a lot of these people, which is why they're acting so desperately, is because so many of them know they've committed tons of crimes. They have committed so many felonies in regards to election fraud. And what happened with Tina Peters terrified them to the point that they, I think, realized that if Democrats win and Kamala wins, that there's going to be some very serious future legal consequences. And they're doing everything they can to try to screw with our local elections so that they can say there was voter fraud and Trump can send a case to his friends on the Supreme Court to overturn the election. I think that's the end game. I think that's why they have been relentlessly attacking our elections office, even when these people know for a fact that it was the same elections office that was responsible for counting all the ballots for why these MAGA people even got voted in the first place. So it's all lies, and they use people as collateral damage. The employees that have had to quit, Kathy Darling developing heart problems, the way they treated Joanna, they are just using and harming good, intelligent people, all for this bullshit of trying to undermine our elections process so they can prove fraud after Trump loses. We can't allow this shit to happen. We can't. I mean, not one person can do something, but I know that Monday and Tuesday at our local elections office in Shasta County is going to be probably insane. I plan on going. I encourage other people to go and be election observers. I personally have no reason to oversee the election workers. They're doing just fine. I want to go be an election observer, because I know what these people are like in that office when they think no one's recording. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to be live the whole time with my camera in all these people's faces, which is something I know they absolutely hate. So I feel like at this point it's my duty to do that, to help protect our election staff so that they can get their work done. I'm trying to literally fight against election interference that these people keep claiming exists when they're the ones doing it. So maddening.